All right, welcome everyone to this powerful month of February. Yeah, I'm Dr. Clint G. Rogers, author of Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. Most everyone here knows about. I'm co-hosting this call today with Carol K. Ray. Carol, you want to say hello?
Morning, good afternoon, good moment, wherever you are. Magandang umaga. Ohio gozaimasu.
Hello.
I want to see if anyone's new on the call. If you're new on the call, just go ahead and say I'm here. Today, the theme of the call is a powerful quote that there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. There's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. Actually, even just saying that feels good somehow. Like if we really internalize this one thing, how much it could change our whole lives. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. And I'm here right now, actually, I just want to introduce where I'm at. I'm here with my mom. Do you want to say hi, Mom? Yeah.
Hello there.
Good. Oh, wow. We got a lot of people saying hello to you, Mom.
Yeah.
So I'm here with my mom. We flew yesterday from Utah here to Phoenix. Actually, we're in Scottsdale, Arizona at the clinic of Dr. Tunky.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
And this is Jen, also one of the Sarah. Sorry about that, Sarah. Jen is the chef, but Sarah is an amazing therapist that's here. And I brought my mom to do an official, authentic panchakarma, and it's a little tricky to get her all the way over to India. And also the clinic that I used to recommend in India has told me twice not to recommend people there. They're going through their own internal challenges and can't track things. So I've been exploring other panchakarma options, and I'm so excited about what I'm finding. I've actually had a dear friend told me that they've been to 6 different panchakarma places, and Dr. Tonki is the best. She says, you don't even need to go anywhere else. Just go to Dr. Tonki. And so I said, I want to do an experiment. And so I brought my mom here, and we're going to do this experiment. We're going to see what happens with her knees, what happens. She's getting a little finger is getting stuck. How do you call it? What's the name for that?
It's like almost like a trigger finger.
Yeah, like it just gets stuck, and then she has to pry it open with her other hand. Digestion kind of stuff. And I'm real excited to see. So in this next 5 days, we'll hopefully see some awesome transformations. So just a little, from my heart, little request. I don't ask for many things much, but in this particular case, can everyone send my mom so much love as she's going in this journey? Oh, look, Mom. Yeah, you can even unmute yourself if you want to.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Sending love, sending love.
Sending so much love, sending love, sending love.
Yeah.
Sending love and healing. Reiki.
Lots of love, lots of
We
love.
love you and we're with you.
Yes.
Can't
wait
to hear.
Thank you so much, everyone. That means a lot. And then I realized also I can't really talk about health unless I lead by example. And I know that I myself am on the edge of pushing myself too far. And so I thought, while I'm having my mom here, I'm also going to experience it. And so we'll report back to you how it's going. I've actually built some really cool relationships with different panchakarma places in India, in different places in the US, but I'm very excited to have my mom here. And Dr. Tonki says how much I trust you to bring my mom here.
Aww,
so,
what is
panchakarma?
Yeah. Sarah's been working with us with most of the panchakarmas. We do a little bit of like a concierge retreat up in Sedona. So we're kind of building our little team of beautiful expertise in each area. So Sarah's been a part of that team. The chef has been, as well as myself. So yeah.
And I also like it because we're going to do Ancient Secrets Unstoppable in Sedona. And so I'm trying to work out with her. Maybe she'll take a special group before or after our retreat. And for those that may be interested in having a deeper healing experience for 5 days. She also wrote this beautiful book called The Ayurvedic Lens that I'm reading right now, really breaking down this ancient science of life in a way that's so practical. So even if you can't come for panchakarma, you can still apply some of the principles in everyday life. Yeah. So they're actually barely going into the treatment rooms with my mom right now for the first day. And so
we just checked her belly, and she got up from the table and said, oh, I feel a bunch of air kind of coming up. And we said, that's exactly what we want. We're going to actually show it its direction. And that's what we're going to work on for 5 days, is giving Vata its proper route out.
Yeah. Can I share what you're working on, Mom?
Sure.
Yeah. So she's working on 3 things. One is knee pain going away, trigger finger releasing, and then bloated belly gone. So anyway, let's see in 5 days what's possible. And thank you so much for sending love. So now you guys can go to your first treatments. Yeah.
So Dr. Clint, somebody's asking if you could explain what panchakarma is.
Oh, great question. Yeah, panchakarma is this ancient process. I describe in here about how my dad went from 12 medications to one in 6 months. And one of the 6 instruments of Siddha Veda, also it's part of Ayurveda, but also Siddha Veda. One of the 6 instruments is panchakarma. Panch means 5. Karma is like processes. So it's 5 processes through which they move through a series of first dry massages with herbs and then oils, all the toxins from the skin and joints up into your digestion to release it. Then a series of medicated by meaning herbal enemas that help boost your whole immune system. And I've seen people, pain just disappearing, mobility coming back. I've even talked to people who their hair went from gray, started to go back to its original color. I call it an oil change for your body. It's very transformational, very powerful. And Aditi Devo Baba, I always thought that I would, be doing panchakarma in one specific place, but now I've been opening up. Another friend of mine told me about how she had a brain tumor and went to a specific place in Goa for 10 days and went back and the tumor had almost disappeared. And that beautiful man has been doing panchakarma for 27 years. And he said that he would come to Nepal, that we can set up a healing center there as well, that he'd even be willing to train the older kids at the orphanage, the ones that are 18 plus that want to learn this science. And so we're trying to send a lot of love and blessing as we're creating this beautiful healing center also in Nepal. So many beautiful things happening. Now, going back to the quote. Actually, was anyone new today? Oh, Genevieve. Oh, fantastic. Katie, you want to come on and just welcome anyone that's new? I just want to give you a chance, and then we'll drop it in the meditation, which I'm really excited about, and some powerful stories today. What if even one ancient secret from today changes your life or the life of someone you love? So, Katie?
Well, hi. Welcome to everybody. And is it okay to take this moment to congratulate our past students?
Yeah, it's a great idea, actually.
Yeah. So welcome, Genevieve, and anybody else who is new. We're so glad that you're here. And this is just a remarkable moment for many of our friends in the community who have spent the last 3 years learning and studying and working, letting love guide them to really go more deeply into the ancient secrets. And Dr. Clint and Cornelia and anybody who is part of the PATH program can explain that better than I can, but everybody passed their exams. And I'm just so thrilled and delighted for all of you and for what's going to happen in the world with you being representatives and channels of these ancient secrets. I'm so thrilled. Congratulations.
Yeah. Really, thank you, Katie. Those who are in the PATH practitioner training, 3 years of devotion to learning what is this ancient science and how to bless people with it. And I definitely want to, from my heart, congratulate you. We'll have some graduation celebrations coming up. One of them will be in Sedona right before the Unstoppable celebration. The theme of it is "Now is the time." And so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then another one will be in Spain. And so we'll be talking about that for those practitioners that were from Europe. It's beautiful practitioners from around the world. I'm just scrolling through. I'm so happy to see so many people I love on this call. Alan, amazing. So glad that you're here. And some people I've never met. Kiara, I don't think I've ever met you, but I'm so happy that you're here as well. Jane, Deborah Ann, Nasib, Claudia. Oh my goodness. And so fun to see Shifra here, Sue, Stan, wow, Karen. And I want to just do a special spotlight on Bob and Chris. So I don't know if we can, let's see if I can spotlight this amazing man. Here he is, Bob. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
I feel so much love and joy and happiness in your presence, Bob. And so just earlier, I was with Chris and Bob and Chris's mom on a consultation call. And I said, I don't know what's happening, but you're the medicine for me. And I feel so much joy. Is there any way that you could come on our Global Healing Miracle call so everyone can have this experience of joy? And when I asked Bob, I said, Bob, are you willing to come on the call? And then Bob, what did you say? Yeah, he just had this like nod and appreciation. So I just want to just acknowledge the joy and pleasure of your presence. Dr. Ram said there's knowing, there's doing, and there's being. And as far as the most important one, which is being, I think you've nailed it. So he had a special request when I went through. I said, "What do you want?" And then we tried to ask different questions because the main way that Bob can communicate is through just nodding right now. And so finally we said, "Bob, do you want to walk again?" And so I'm asking you, Bob, do you want to walk again?
Want to walk
Yeah.
again? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's what we're going to be working on. We're going to do this experiment for the next 6 months of helping Bob walk again. And just for the love of it, I wonder if we can all send the same way that you did for my mom, if we can do for Bob. Put your hands together. And I'm going to see if I can I don't know how to do this exactly, but I'm going to see if I can someone unspotlight Bob just so he can see everyone else as we're rubbing our hands together. Bob, this is just to start your whole journey with the Ancient Secrets off, right? I love you and I'm with you. I love you.
Love you and with you.
And I'm
Love
with
you.
Love you and we are with you.
love with you.
Reiki, Reiki, Reiki.
Love you and I'm
Love
with
you, and
you.
I'm with
I love you
you.
and I'm with you.
Love you.
Yay, Bob.
With you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm
You
with you.
ain't
Reiki, Reiki,
walking.
Reiki.
You.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. So also, Katie, I kind of cut you off. You were welcoming other people, but then I just got a little bit overwhelmed by excitement to see who was here. Bob, so good. I love that smile. And then Genevieve. Oh, go ahead. Hey, Chris, anything you want to share as the journey's beginning? Oh, good. I see Mary back there too. Anything you want to share?
We are just very excited to meet you and all of you guys on this call. And thank you for all your prayers and the good energy that you're sending our way and to my dad's way. I know he's very excited to start this, and he's a natural guy anyway. He likes to eat his veggies, and so when he got the moonbean soup and I told him everything that was in it, he was excited to start, and all the other things that you guys are providing and helping with us. He's excited to get this started, and we're gonna start off doing some video on showing what kind of movements he can do now, and then just record it as the 6 months go by, and then to put some big video collage at the end of the 6 months and share it with all of you.
Oh, cool. And do you mind sharing what you told me in the email just yesterday?
If you could give me a quick hint of what I said.
Yeah, something about how like basically there's no he doesn't even have any doubt about it anymore.
Oh,
like
yeah. I asked him the other day because we're reading different books right now. After we read yours, we just continue reading other books, and things of manifesting what you want. You have to have a clear vision of what you want with nothing in the way of is this possible or not. And I stopped reading the book and I asked him, so when you say you want to walk, do you see it in your mind that you are going to walk? And he said yes. And I said, so do you have any iota of doubt hiding anywhere in there that you have? And he said, nope, no doubt at all. So
amazing.
Yeah. So he has the vision, he has the belief. He's walked all his life. He never liked to use his car. If he could, he would walk to the grocery store with a backpack. So his DNA and his cells and his body knows the memory of walking is just bringing the body to catch up.
It's so powerful and so inspiring. Bob, you are a gift to us, and we're excited to follow your journey, excited to see what's happening as things progress. And I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here today. And thank you, Chris, for sharing him with us, and also Mary.
Oh. Yes, thank you all. Have a good Sunday.
All right. So now, Katie, anything else that you want to share as you're welcoming people on the call?
Just that if you're new, this seems like a great introductory call to be on, because this is what the community is. People who really are living from their hearts and taking in so much inspiration and guidance from the book, which I don't. It's in the other room. But Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer by Dr. Clint G. Rogers, that has changed all of our lives. And so glad. Thank you, Mary. We're so glad that you're here. Yeah, keep coming. It's just an amazing community and it's transformative. So welcome.
And if you have any questions, Katie, they can reach out to you if people have any questions. Yeah.
Yes.
We have a newsletter. There's a WhatsApp group, and it's so fun to see people that have become friends from around the world that we haven't even met yet. Like Jet So cool to see you again. And it's so fun that we're going to be gathering soon together at a live event in Sedona. Carol, you want to guide the announcements, or should we do meditation first? What do you feel? What are you feeling, Carol?
Well, there's some singing in the background, but that might be kind of a, a nice punctuation to, let's do the announcements and then go to, if that's okay.
Yep.
So starting out, I just want to say that we've just wrapped up last month the Ancient Secrets for Emergency Preparedness. And we've made that available to you so that you can still join. You can still download the grab and go bag content suggestions. You can download the sheltering in place documentation. There's videos and printouts that you can get. There's a set of cards with the ancient secrets, remedies, and marmas on them, and a recommendation for everything you need to make these into a kit that you can pack and travel with. So that's still available for a donation basis on the sign up. Maybe somebody can add that. And then we have, I wanted Deborah Ann to talk about what's coming up for our delicious detox series. Deborah Ann, can you talk about that?
Great. Thank you, Carol. So I'm very excited that we've got the self-guided detox up. So anyone who is itching to have your 7-day delicious detox happening now, we do have that link ready for you. So you can do that. We've got videos from the last live detox. And starting March 3rd, we will begin another live 7-day detox where you get to learn a little bit about Ayurveda, ancient secrets, Siddhaveda, and help support each other as we clean out our bodies and clear our minds and just become what we need to be in the world today. So thank you. There's also a 30-day detox coming at the end of March, the 21st of March. So remember that too. Pick the one that works best for you. Thank you,
Oh, that's
Carol.
exciting. Thank you, Deborah. And Cornelia, would you, congratulations on getting our evergreen courses kind of started. I know it's a huge amount of work, and I'm so grateful for all of the love and effort that you put into everything you do. So can you talk to us a little bit about what's upcoming with that?
Yeah, we first of all, as Deborah Ann just mentioned, we already have the 7-day 7-day detox up as an evergreen, so you can join whenever you want and go through the recordings, and all the information will be downloadable. And we are also have just released now this week the 100 days again as a self-paced course, so you can sign up for it. And we will have the odd live call, but in general, it is a self-guided course. So you are actually watching all the videos and taking all the quizzes and the questions. And it's really an exciting course. It's the foundation, really the big foundation of what Ancient Secrets is all about, and about what you can do in order for you to get unlimited energy and health and peace of mind. The 100 days was really a life-changing event for me. That they are up already. I'm just at the moment working on the Ancient Secrets 101. So by next week, we will have the link for that as well, because there's also always some editing to do, and I'm working on that. So next week, we'll also have that. So I'm really excited that all these courses are now available at any time for whoever wants to do that. So that's kind of the big news about.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm so happy about that. And I see Jet's asking, where do I sign up? So can you put the links? Someone can put the links both in the chat here and then also on Facebook Live. When I see some people on the call, like even Brett, as he's smiling, and a lot of other people who have done it. Brett, actually, just in like 2 minutes, can you share one of your experiences from being part of the 100-day?
Hey, thanks, Dr. Clint. I went through the 100-day experience this past April, May, and June, and it was a remarkable experience, challenging how I see the world and how I want to live and how I want to eat and how I want to fuel my body in ways that could get the best and most out of who I am, not just what I do, but my being. There was such a significant experience for me personally of transforming from the inside out and creating an internal reality in my world that affects the external reality around me. I had some significant physical gains and shifts, significant healing. I had quite a few experiences that I'm so grateful for. And I'm continuing to learn and discover new things. And as I'm more focused and disciplined, I continue to receive many of the similar shifts and gains and healings that I experienced in the 100-day experience. I'm continuing that in my life now, and I'm so very grateful.
Yeah, now if you just in short, like some of the physical gains, I remember the story about blood pressure, which was so exciting, where you can actually see the numbers and you're applying it. And could you share, so just like in brief, like what before versus after some of the physical gains?
Sure. Well, so I mean, being a self-professed foodie, I love to eat. I love to cook, and I'm a good old American boy. And but I loved during the detox and the 100-day experience being shown a different way to eat and a different way to make fueling my body a priority. I mean, I dropped almost 40 pounds during the detox. My significant experience with the blood pressure, meaning I've been on blood pressure medication for several years, and part of the motivation for the 100-day experience was is it a possibility to get off my medication? And I through the Marmas and the herbal remedies, I had a significant experience where without medication, I was able to lower my blood pressure, and I continue to do that regimen today. And it is significantly with Avidia, Indian Ayurvedic doctor. We have slashed my blood pressure medication. I'm close to being completely off, and for that I'm really thankful. So.
Wow, I can see everyone's smiles and excitement and sending you so much love because you represent what's possible. And Dr. Ram, he would say, "Who did this, Brett? Who did this?"
Well, I think that the correct answer is I did.
Yeah, you did
it. But I tell you what, if you put a little bit of, I mean, the herbal remedy and Marma coaching on how to lower your blood pressure is fascinating. And I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I mean, I didn't know how much to do, and it was wild, but it works. And I am a believer, and I am more than, I mean, personally, individually, I've had some shifts and some significant experiences, but this community is such a beloved community. And that's what I think several months later, I'm so grateful to be able to continue to be a part of this community because of the lovely people here. So.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe by the time June comes and you come to Sedona, you'll be totally off of the medication. Who knows? Let's see. And I just want to say, we forgot to put the disclaimer at the beginning, but there's a medical disclaimer. We're not giving medical advice on this call. If you have a medical problem, go to visit your medical doctor. What we are doing, someone's doing the screen share. Okay, good. There you go. Now you can stop that. But what we are doing is we're sharing how you can be happy and healthy and live the longest life possible and have more life in each year. And so I love that we're doing that. And I hope to see so many of you in Sedona. Carol, you wanted to share a little bit about Sedona, or have Susan and Joseph share a little bit?
Yes, I was going to ask Susan if she could.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And talk about Sedona.
So we are going to be gathering together for our third gathering in person in Sedona, June 10th, 11th, and 12th, with a welcome dinner on June 9th. And I was just sitting here thinking about each one of you amazing people. And can you imagine that we get to be together in person for 3 days, sharing the wisdom, sharing the love? It's kind of mind-blowing. And then the other thing that came to my heart today was I was thinking about all of us gathering and creating such a love vibration and how that will impact the collective. Because we all know that the collective really could benefit from much more love and compassion and acceptance, and how amazing it will be.
It's an alarm.
It's my alarm here. It's my alarm. Go to Sedona.
Yeah, now
how
it means
amazing
now
it would be
time.
for us all to do that. And we're going to have that as a part of our gathering. We're going to change the world in Sedona. It's already done because of the vibrations that we're going to all share together. So please, now is the time to come. Now is the time to join together. And there's a wonderful, all the information is in the newsletter, big shout out to Anne Renee, who created a gorgeous flyer. And the landing page is the page where you register is already happening. And we're just thrilled to be getting together. So thank you.
Then
All right,
one
so-
more announcement for our exciting art project. Judy Lamar, can you talk about what's coming with that?
Oh, hello, 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 hello.
Hello, Judy.
Good morning. Hi, thank you. I'm not prepared to be on the camera. I'm painting. Anyway, my favorite thing to do is paint and listen to our Sunday calls. Yes, we're going to do something simple and fun. It's called creating a color wheel, where we mix our colors and we get them all in a circle. And it's mixing color is one of my favorite things to do. So come and have some fun. No experience needed. Thank you.
And the dates for that, Judy?
I think it's the 9th, isn't it? November 9th?
12th, February the 12th.
I'm sorry. Is it February 12th?
That's what we have on the flyer.
Okay, February. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, February 12th. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
then one other one, there will be a online webinar with Dr. Pranav and Robin on February 3rd about Ayurveda and brain and mental health. And so Robin, if you could post that link for anyone that wants to join that's also an opportunity that you can join. Wow, what a cool thing. We got so many beautiful announcements. And one thing I just want to recognize is that all of it has been created out of love. The opening quote in the book, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you. Love will teach you. So many of these offerings were just created because the need was there. And many of the ideas, they weren't even mine, actually, most of them. There's people in this community that said, we need this, and this will serve us. And then a team came together to create it, like the team that's creating the Sedona event, just out of love, just because they know, oh, this is the kind of world that I want to live in. I want to live in a world that's healthy and happy, and now is the time. Even our core team meeting this week, we really said, if we're doing this ourselves is the most important thing. And so we each made a commitment to ourselves, one thing that we personally would do that would make the most difference in our health. And most of the time, it doesn't have to be knowledge that comes from anyone outside of you. It's just something that you already know. Maybe it's something you want to stop doing, or maybe it's something you want to start doing. But now is the time. And even the birds are telling me, now is the time. So now I want to just give a special recognition to the person who's going to guide our meditation today. And actually the theme of today's call, there is no such thing as failure. I can even hear Dr. Norm's voice inside of me as I speak it. There is no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. And this meditation was given, actually, we do this morning call. Several of us gather together every single morning, do breath work, marma, and meditation, and ask ourselves, what do we want? What do we want for today? What do you want for today? And the thing that he wanted to create for us was an experience of peace. And this meditation that he's going to guide us through definitely did that. So prepare yourself. I want to give a big welcome to Tim. Tim, I don't know if you can unmute yourself. And just so happy.
Yes. So happy to be here. Dr. Clint, thank you. And good morning, everyone, or good day, everyone, depending on where you are. And thank you for this opportunity to share and just hearing everybody's stories and the love that is shared within this community. It just reiterates, like Dr. Clint said, every day we get together and we do a meditation that was born on the with the intention of reaching out and sharing love and to one of our family members, or my stepson, and who's going through some difficult times, and our group was born to just spread hope and love and help find balance for him. But the magical thing that came of it is this wonderful community that was created. We just support each other so much, and it's helped to bring us our peace and our balance, and it's helped create this wonderful family that I just can't get enough of, actually. So yes, so the other day I had the opportunity to lead the meditation. We all take turns, and I had the opportunity to lead the meditation, and basically, I started off by saying it reiterates what we look for every day. The hope, the love, the compassion, the peace, the balance, the comfort. And I noticed that I was exercising in our little home gym that we have here in our house, and my wife had me hang these pictures all over the wall, and I noticed that everything that was in these pictures was geared toward that balance and that peace, and how we can achieve that, and how we can just live that life. So the first picture I saw, it said, "Peace begins with me." And I feel like that can resonate with all of us, right? Like there's so many trials that we go through on a daily basis, whether it's personal, um, whether it's someone that we care for that's struggling, that we just want them to find peace, or all the tragic events that have happened recently with the fires in California, and the two recent plane crashes, and those poor families that were victims of those events. And we want them to have peace, and find comfort. And but in order to find peace, for us to find peace, we have to find peace within ourselves first. And how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we find that peace within ourselves? So the next picture on the wall said, "A beautiful thing is never perfect." And we have to learn to accept that something beautiful is never perfect. Even the most precious diamond has flaws, right? And believe me, I know my wife made me search for it, but I couldn't find it. Even the most precious diamond has flaws. None of us are perfect. We have our own flaws. The world isn't perfect. It's challenging. But if we can accept the fact that a beautiful thing is never perfect, we can begin to find that peace as well, that peace within ourselves. So then every day when we do our meditations, we start, before we drop into our silence, we take that deep breath, one or two deep breaths. And the next picture on the wall said, "Just breathe. Just breathe." And when we do, we close our eyes, and we take in that deep breath. It teaches us to pause for a second, just to take a moment to be able to work through our concerns and those challenges, and just breathe, and have that acceptance that that beautiful thing is never perfect, and understand that that peace will then begin within ourselves. And then as we breathe, and as we come to learn that acceptance, and as we begin to find that balance and that comfort and that peace and that love that ultimately surrounds us, with our friends and our family, and the communities that we create here in Ancient Secrets, and wherever we are, that love that just surrounds us completely, we inhale that love. And then when we inhale that love, we exhale all the gratitude that we get. And that gratitude that is exhaled then is breathed in by all of us in love. So it's a cycle. So let's close our eyes. Let's take that deep breath in. Breathe in all that love. Exhale all that gratitude. And what I want for us right now, today, and every day really, is for us to find that peace and let it begin within us. Learn to accept that the beautiful things that are in this world are never perfect. And to breathe in love and exhale gratitude. For the next 4 minutes, let's focus on our peace. What I want for us all today, what I hope for, what I wish for, what I pray for, is that we all find that peace within ourselves. Because when we do that, we can then share and spread the love that exists within this community and throughout the world. Let's take that deep breath in and inhale all that love right now. And exhale gratitude. And open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you, everyone.
I'm so happy I started my day like this. I'm so happy to join with all of you, just dropping really into our hearts and recognizing we don't have to be, the beautiful thing is never perfect. What medicine to even just hear that, you know? And that just reminds me of our lives, of things we go through, of things we create. I mean, even the courses that we created, they're not perfect, but they're so beautiful because they were made with love. And Tim, thank you so much. Tim, I don't know if you'd be willing to share just for a second, but did you ever do meditation before joining these morning calls for Devin? I don't know.
No, absolutely not. Actually, no. And much like one of the words on the title of your book, I was very, very skeptical. Very skeptical. But
Yeah.
you know, you of course have this presence and this ability to connect and just through that it makes it easy to believe and to open up and to connect. And the community that we share every morning with Cornelia and Deborah Ann and Karen, who are likely on this call, and Carol Ray and my wife and our family and Michael. It's just to not start my day with that group is it I I'm missing out on something for sure. Like that starts my day off. So
Yeah.
the benefit that we got, I mean, we know why we started that group, but I feel that we benefit probably even more than what the original intentions were.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. And even if people have never meditated before, never done marma in the mornings, or even know what that is, it's interesting because when we love, so even the book, it's a love story. Because it was love for my dad that forced me to do something outside of my comfort zone. And now I realize, wow, so many more miracles are possible every day. And I feel like even when I was driving here today and thinking about how excited I was, Tim, for you to share that meditation on the call, you never even meditated before, much less guided a meditation, but you've done it with so much love that we feel all the power of it. And it's often we do something when we love someone else. Like the love that I have for our kids, the orphan kids in Nepal, drives me to do so many things that I would never do otherwise. My love for my dad, my love for my mom, otherwise I wouldn't be here right now. My love for Dr. Naram. And so sometimes it may be for someone else outside of you that you may decide now is the time. Actually, now is the time to take better care of your health. Now is the time to let blocks remove. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it doesn't have to, beautiful thing is never perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. And your life as it is now is beautiful. And now is the time to choose. So, Tim, I don't know, I didn't ask the whole group, but I kind of felt like as you were sharing, there's going to be some specific people on this call that may want to join us in the mornings. And how does that feel to you if we invite some people to join us that may feel inspired?
I mean, absolutely. It's again, it's just a beautiful community, and we can all benefit from it. There's no question.
All right. So I put into the chat, if you are curious about joining the group, originally it was created to send love to a specific young man who's struggling. And actually, when I think about it, that's part of the power of it. Half the people on the call never even met him, but to gather in the morning and send love, that's like a pure form of love. You're never going to get anything directly back from it, but that's the energy of it. You are able to go into meditation. We have breath work and marma. And through that, just a magical thing has happened to all of us. We've been doing it for 8 months. Actually, it started in the middle of our last Unstoppable event when we were in Ashland together. And I was just in the lobby of the hotel and Cornelia was there. Deborah Ann was there. They're like, what are you doing? And they just joined me. And then they've just been joining every single morning since then for the last 8 months. So if you want to join, I just put the email address you can contact. And I want to use this as a transition point. So first of all, man, let's send love to Tim and his family and Devin, that young man, the original young man who brought us all together.
I think we also just have to mention a synchronicity miracle that happened like a week ago with all the places that Tim and Judy could have picked to go on vacation. Where did they end up?
We saw Cornelia. We met Cornelia in paradise. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was magical. Yeah, actually, this is really good. I'm glad you mentioned that because the microcosm, you guys are a microcosm of the macrocosm. So in the midst of devoting it's only short time, 15 minutes in the morning for 8 months. Then you went on vacation of all the places to paradise, you know, and in paradise, you got to get a hug from this angel, Cornelia.
Right.
And it was your first time ever meeting her live.
Yes. Yes.
And Cornelia, what was that like for you?
It was like really a family that I hadn't met before. We really, the moment we embraced, it was as if we had known forever. I really felt so much being part of that family and of Judy and Tim. It was just unbelievable to hug them and to really feel them. It's different being on Zoom, but what we have created was so powerful. There was just, as if we had known forever. So
Yeah.
I cannot wait to hug you.
Cornelia does give the best hugs.
Yeah, she's a great hugger.
Yes.
So this is an offering of love, and it's so beautiful. Born in Love. It starts at 6:45 a.m. Pacific time or 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. No pressure, no obligation. But if you want to start off your day in an awesome way, then send an email. We'll give you the WhatsApp chat link, and then we'll take things from there. I want to say that I was not expecting this call to go this way in terms of the pacing. We have some amazing stories I want to share with you, but also I love the pace. As I was walking with my mom through the airport yesterday, I go through airports all the time. And my mom with her knees is really, really slow. And so if I wanted to be with my mom, I had to slow down, actually. And I just thought that's also a good analogy. Gary Malkin, he says, we're slowing down to the speed of love. And one thing I want to do this week is be way more present with my mom. And I know that in the past, I've been so busy, even sometimes with ancient secrets related stuff or whatever, and then I'm not present with her. I'm distracted. And life is precious. And this moment is precious. And sometimes we have blocks to being able to see ourselves and others clearly. And it's so beautiful having the ancient secrets that can help us remove those blocks, to refocus on what matters most, and to let love guide instead of fear or ego or anything that's created the imbalance. And so Nancy Marie is on the call right now. I was able to go to Austin. We had a beautiful brainstorming mastermind for the kids in Nepal, for the orphanages in Nepal, and the Ancient Secrets Foundation. And as a part of it, we saw something amazing happen. And then my mom is also a portal of love. And every time I go home now, she's like, always has like a list of a lot of people she wants me to see and help. And so I'm like, Mom, I come home, sometimes I just want to rest, but you're my mom and I love you. So I'll give you one day every time I come, and you can invite over anyone you want to. And so she had just 2 nights ago, a bunch of friends came over, and Levi came over as well. We did a Marma Shakti session, and I'm going to invite Levi to share about that. But first of all, I want to say, Nancy Marie, are you there? Can you say hi? I don't know if you're able to come off of mute, but just want to see if you're able to say hi. Oh, there we go. Wait.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you. Yes, Nancy
Great.
Marie.
Hello, Dr. Clint. How are you?
Yeah, so good. So we have a 2-minute video of that day, but do you want to prep it before we show the video? Do you want to share anything? I know you haven't even seen this video.
Yeah, so it was so synchronistic as we were talking. That's a perfect segue. I woke up with frozen shoulder one morning, and I was speaking with with Sarah, who some of you may know, and I was like praying that, just asking for prayers over my shoulder for it to be healed. And she says, "Weird, not weird, but just so amazing. Clint is actually going to be in town. So reach out to him and see if you can see him." And so my prayers were answered. And Clint, I went and saw Clint. At first, I couldn't raise it more than here. And
Okay,
then by
wait,
the end of it,
before, yeah, awesome. Yeah. So I want to say, and Auntie Maria is a microcosm of the macrocosm. How challenging. Tell me your age. Just, I know that's maybe
I'm
rude.
30, no, I'm 34.
34 years young. And at 34 years young, to not have mobility to even put your hair in a tie. And when I asked her, what do you want? She says, I just want to be able to put my hair in a tie. And it was really beautiful to watch this. And we actually captured it on video. She let us capture on video. And Rodell put it together in a 2-minute clip. And Cornelia or Robin, do either of you have it so you could play it right now? Okay, here we go. Go ahead and put your hands by your side. Just show where it was when you woke up a couple days ago, like right there. Just so easy. Yeah, the volume's kind of quiet, but we'll just have to. Okay, just imagine it in your mind. Okay, now first time I'm going to move it. This is actually the second part of the process. We didn't put on the video the first part, but there's a whole series of Marma Shakti to help measure and balance. And you can see in her face anticipating the pain. And there's a second little part that we were doing. Straight. Just relax. Good. Okay, now come over here. Go ahead and move them up. And this is right afterwards. Yeah, right there. Good. We'll give a big round of applause. Awesome.
Wednesday, I woke up and I could barely move my arm to that. And then with prayer, honestly, with prayer and chiropractor, I was able to move it up a little bit more. And then Sarah's like, hey, by the way, Clint's in town. You should see if you can come by.
Yeah, and so now show what you...
I can...
Oh, wow.
Awesome. I can put my hair up. I was crying last night because I could not put my hair up.
Like, I'm so thankful Dr. Ram taught me this ancient secret for how to remove blocks. Sometimes our blocks are physical, but also they can be mental, emotional, spiritual. But through the ancient secrets and through the lineage that goes back to Jivaka, the physician of Buddha, they preserve these secrets on the planet. And in this very physical way, you can see the block removed, but it can also remove mental and emotional or even spiritual blocks so that you can have free flow. And so you can discover what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. Yeah, so now you'll be able to put your, and now her hair is up so beautifully. So I want to give you one more big round of applause and give you a hug. Is that okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
So good. That's so good. Auntie Marie, what's happened since the block was removed? Anything that you've noticed happening in your life? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual?
I mean, so many things. I can work out now again, so I've been lifting weights again, which feels so great to do. And I've just had so much clarity, and I'm just like so much joy in my life, which, I tend to lean that way, but, and some just amazing, miracles of deals that have closed and opened, and miracles and dreams that I get to help come true, which is really, really just amazing.
So good. Let's send Nancy Marie a lot of love, and then Levi, if you could be ready to share it. But I gotta put there we go. Nancy Marie, sending you so much love in all your dreams, your microcosm of the macrocosm. We love you and we're with you. One thing I love about that, Nancy Marie, is the whole thing started with a prayer. We found a block, and then there's a prayer, a desire in our heart, and then you're guided. And really, that's really the main theme of the whole book. Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer is you're guided by love when you have that prayer. And what I want to say is we're going to, in the breakout room today, in the theme of now is the time, you're going to be thinking about what is one thing that if you did regularly would make the biggest difference in terms of your health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. If there's one thing that you started to do, or maybe one thing you stopped doing. And I really want everyone as possible to go in the breakout rooms today, just so you have a chance to speak that. You know, last week, what a powerful session with Roxanne talking about, and we all had a chance to share it with the last words you would give to your loved ones before you died. And that was so beautiful. I wanted to share more of that on this call. But now, what if we live a long time? What about that? And how are we going to do that? And what's something that can bring more health into your life? Carol Ray, before I go to Levi, anything you want to share?
Yeah, I just was so moved by Tim's meditation, especially in the prayer and support for others, because we have a lot of people in our community that are grieving the loss of loved ones or health issues that they're really struggling with, or um, feelings of, things are piling up. So I'm just so grateful that you come here and join us in our hearts and in our prayers and in these blessings that we have. So thank you, Dr. Clint, for making this space available. Thank you, Tim, for that beautiful meditation. And for all of those who are in emotional pain, physical pain, know that there is hope. And we're so glad that you came here for that.
Yeah, and thank you to the Golden Angels who every morning before this call starts are sending prayers and blessings. If you know anyone that they want to have like some extra love, and it's non-denominational, it's just an energetic like electricity. It works no matter what religion you are. Like the Marma, it doesn't care. You know, the Ancient Secrets, it doesn't care if you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, it just works. And so why not have that extra, the blessing of love? So a lot of the love for me in my life comes from my mom. This is us on the airplane yesterday. And we both had matching I Love Mung Bean soup bags, thanks to Judy Lamar, who's doing the art program that she talked about. And, I learned about slowing down. But 2 days ago, this was one of her friends that came. This beautiful woman from China had back pain, was using something for supporting her walking. And I could tell she was maybe a little bit skeptical, but she went from a 4 out of 10 pain to a 0 by the end, which was so awesome. And then her other friend, Rachel, I don't know if you're on the call right now, but she taught at school with Rachel, been through some surgeries and still so much pain. And also for her, the pain went to a 0, which was so fun and exciting. And in the room was my friends Levi and Tennyson as well. And maybe I'll let Levi himself share if you're able to, Levi. And we just only have 2 minutes, unfortunately, before. But I love your energy, so I wanted to make sure you could share about what happened for you.
Yeah. So Dr. Clint just invited me to the Marma session because he was in town, and so I wanted to come see him, and I wanted to come to the Marma session. Now, I've been to some, especially when we went to the resorts or to Sedona and stuff like that, but I've never participated in one like I did that night at your mom's house. But he asked if I wanted to get some Marma done on me, and I actually because I do martial arts, my body was just, my neck was torqued, and my hips, because I'm a tattoo artist and I sit down a lot. At least that's the explanation, because I thought it was from doing a lot of, like, I do jujitsu, so I thought my body was really banged up from that, and I just thought I needed to heal. But I realized that I don't know how much my mind has probably put to this pain. I've been so focused on it, and when he asked me how much pain I had, I actually told him I said 6 in my hips, because I actually had a lot of pain. And again, I thought it was from physical activity, but until he actually did the Marma on me, and when he did the Marma on me, the pain reduced. Like, I was able to turn my neck, and it just brought blood flow all back through my body, and I felt relieved. I felt a sense of relief, and like almost a sense of lightness within my body, because it released most of the pain from my hips. Now, I did have a little bit of soreness, and I still have a little bit of soreness, and that is from the physical exercise. But this extra pain that was happening, I think, was from my focus on it, and my fight against it over the course of several days, because it wasn't really getting better. I stopped going to jujitsu. I even told him that just that day. I was like, man, I think I need to heal. And since then, my neck is healed so much better. Like I have a little soreness, but I know that was from physical activity, so that's actually healing. But the clarity in my mind has brought so much clarity, and I love it. It has brought a lot of inspiration in what I want to do, and I think that's from the blood flow and the clearing of the pain. There's not so much focus on the pain, which takes a lot of energy when you're in pain.
You know, I love Lee much, and I think he's such a powerful force on this planet. Well, his story about being a young man, even going to prison and coming out and doing what he's doing, I think it will inspire so many kids around the world. I want to see him on stages and speaking and inspiring because I know your story is going to help so many people. Anytime we can remove blocks. Now, Marma Shakti is one thing, but the detoxes are so powerful. When you detox the toxins out of your system and you rebalance your system, and you don't even have to see me or a practitioner. Actually, for many things, you can just read the book and start doing the marmas. And one of them is on your right hand, pointer finger. At this point, press 6 times. Every morning in the meditations with Tim and the whole team, we press it. We say, what do I want? And so as you're going into this breakout session and you're thinking about what do you want, allow the wisdom that's inside of you, the love that's guided you to this call. Trust it as you think to yourself. In fact, I just invite everyone just to close your eyes, just even for 1 minute. Just close your eyes, and if you want to, you can press that point on your right pointer finger. And in this space, this cocoon, this embrace of love that we're in right now, ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want for your life? What do you want for this day? What do you want to experience? What do you want to be? Now, if you only had 6 months left to live, what would you want to do or be? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you want to do or be? If you had $10 million in the bank account, $100 million in the bank account, what would you want to do or be? And then for that experience, what's one thing, one single thing that if you started doing would make the greatest difference in your health? And you don't have to wait till Sedona. Now is the time. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. Now is the time. If there's one thing you could start doing today that would make the biggest difference for you, for your health, for your mental, physical, emotional health, what would it be? And you can slowly open your eyes. You're going to go into breakout rooms now and have a chance to share, and you can stay in the breakout rooms for as long as you want. Before the breakout room, I want to acknowledge so much Carol and everyone who shared. Nancy Marie, thank you so much. Everyone who shared on the announcements. Tim, thank you so much for that beautiful meditation. Levi, thank you so much for sharing. Everyone, I love that you're here. And I believe that we're here for a reason. And that reason, one of the most important things is to actually recognize the temple that is your body. That house is the divine that is you, that's here to manifest and experience on this planet. And so what happens in this breakout room as you share, and maybe you'll find someone else in the breakout room that you can be your buddy and you can hold each other accountable. You can celebrate. I call them celebration partners. For this thing, this day, now is the time. And now is the time also to love. And so in light of that, I'm going to put our hands together. Robin, as you're getting the breakout rooms ready, everyone who wants to, you can unmute yourself. I love you and I'm with you. I love you and I'm with you.
I love you
I love
and I'm
you
with
and
you.
I'm with you.
I love
I
you.
love you and I'm with you.
Thank you all.
I
Blessings.
love you and I'm with
I
you.
love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with
I
you.
love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Such a great call. Thank you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I am with you.
Thank you, Dr. Clint G.
I love you and I am with
Yeah.
you.
Love you.
Hi, Chris and Chris's dad. And yes, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you and I am with you.
Beautiful. Love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I am with you. Love you and I am with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
All right, I love you and I'm with you. Robin, you can go ahead and start the breakout room. And
All right. You and I am with you.
I love you and I'm with